Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Enlightening text 8, text 9 and text 10 of chapter 8. Questions making Parikshit of second canto, the cosmic manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 8. Asida yadu darat padmama loka samsthan lakshanam yavana yam vai purusha iyata tavaya vaiha prithak tavan saviti proktaha samstha vayava vaniva. If the Supreme Personality of Godhead from whose abdomen the lotus stem sprouted is possessed of a gigantic body according to his own caliber or measurement, then what is the specific difference between the body of the Lord and of those common living entities? One should note how Maharaj Parikshit intelligently put questions before his spiritual master for scientific understanding of the transcendental body of the Lord. It has been described in many places before this that the Lord assumed a gigantic body like that of Karanodakshayi Vishnu, from whose hair pores innumerable universes have generated. The body of Garbhodakshayi Vishnu is described as sprouting the lotus stem within which all the planets of the universe remain, and at the top of the stem is the lotus flower on which Lord Brahma is born. In the creation of the material world, the Supreme Lord undoubtedly assumes a gigantic body, and living entities also get bodies, big or small, according to necessity. For example, an elephant gets a gigantic body according to its needs, and so also an ant gets its body according to its needs. Similarly, if the personality of Godhead assumes a gigantic body to accommodate the universes or the planets of a particular universe, there is no difference in the principle of assuming or accepting a particular type of body in terms of necessity. A living being and the Lord cannot be distinguished simply by the difference in the magnitude of the body. So the answer depends on the specific significance of the body of the Lord as distinguished from the body of the common living being. Text 9. Ajaha srujati bhutani bhutatma yadanugrahat tadrusheyen tadrupam nabhi padma samudbhavah. Brahma, who was not born of a material source but of the lotus flower coming out of the navel abdomen of the Lord, is the creator of all those who are materially born. Of course, by the grace of the Lord, Brahma was able to see the form of the Lord. The first living creature, Brahma, is called Ajaha because he did not take his birth from the womb of a mother materially born. He was directly born from the bodily expansion of the lotus flower of the Lord. Thus, it is not readily understandable whether the body of the Lord and that of Brahma are of the same quality or different. This must also be clearly understood. One thing is, however, certain: Brahma was completely dependent on the mercy of the Lord, because after his birth he could create living beings by the Lord's grace only, and he could see the form of the Lord. Whether the form seen by Brahma is of the same quality as that of Brahma is a bewildering question, and Maharaj Parikshit wanted to get clear answers from Srila Shukdev Goswami. Text 10. Sa chapi yatra purusho vishwasthityud bhavapyayah muktvatma mayam mayeshah shete sarva guha shayah. Please also explain the personality of Godhead, who lies in every heart as the super soul and as the Lord of all energies, but is untouched by his external energy. Undoubtedly, the form of the Lord, who was seen by Brahma, must be transcendental. Otherwise, how could he simply look upon the creative energy without being touched? It is understood also that the same Purush is in the heart of every living entity. This also requires proper explanation. Hari Krishna.